This is the BBC World Service. And now, history in brief. The Second Tibetan Uprising of 2015. After the Dalai Lama fled Tibet for India in 1959, the Tibetan people remained loyal to the Buddhist leader, despite efforts of the Chinese authorities to demonize him. On May 14, 1995, the Dalai Lama chose the new incarnation of the Panchen Lama, the second highest Buddhist figure. The 6-year-old boy was immediately detained by the Chinese authorities, who claimed that they alone had the right to affirm Buddhist reincarnations. Shortly after, they selected their own Panchen Lama, a choice widely rejected by Tibetan Buddhists. On August 21, 2015, the exiled Dalai Lama died of old age, and a flood of protesting Tibetans poured onto the streets of Lhasa, the holy city, demanding that the real Panchen Lama name the new incarnation of the Dalai Lama, and not the Chinese government. Almost immediately, devoted followers and activists began to search for the real Panchen Lama, but their hopes were soon crushed when classified government files were leaked by hackers, claiming that the original Panchen Lama had died in a secret prison more than 10 years prior. Despite national censorship, the news spread like wildfire across all of China, and spurred on by the outcry from local monks, the Buddhist populace protested violently at their oppressors. The Chinese response was swift and merciless. Within days, the People's Liberation Army crushed the monasteries in order to silence the outspoken leaders of the uprising. How many monks, students, and innocent civilians lost their lives during the Second Tibetan Uprising is unknown. But even now, almost 20 years later, swaths of temples and monasteries remain abandoned and in tatters.
Hi there. Oh, hey Cornelius. Where have you been yesterday?
Yeah, I haven't been feeling well lately. I still haven't quite recovered yet, but Mrs. Wan wants to see me in her office.
Well, good luck then. And get well soon.
Yeah, thanks. Whatever your name is.
Ja, bij mij ook in de vorm. Get off Cornelius.
What's happening?
You forgot to swipe your card.
Yeah, of course. I'm sorry.
Maybe you should go back to bed. You seem to be a bit out of it.
Oh, don't worry, I'm just a bit shaky, that's all. Yeah.
You sure you know where to go?
Oh, sure, I'm the facility manager. If anybody knows where Jia-chan's office is, then it's me. See you. Yeah.
Everything okay down there?
Never mind. I was just checking if everything is still where it belongs. Everything is fine.
Second floor, room 45.
I know.
Just saying.
Very considerate of you. I mean contemporary. Considerate. Yeah, very considerate.
Good day.
Hey Cornelius, when are you going to fix the coffee maker? Half of my floor is already in a coma.
Well, I'm sorry, I'll take care of that, like, soonish, I promise.
Hey Cornelius, I bought the stack of greeting cards and it keeps jamming the printer. Could you please go and check it out?
I'm sorry, could you please come back later? I've got an appointment.
I knew I could count on you. Here, I need this working call when boss comes back from lunch. Thanks, pal.
The lamp, Cornelius. Remember the lamp.
Yeah, sure, the lamb. I'll remember it as soon as I start remembering everything else here. I promise.
Hey, you! I still didn't fix the window blinds in my office. I've been waiting for this for weeks, asshole!
Hey, Cornelius, did you get to fix the light switch next to the elevator yet?
This one here? Ouch! Ouch! I don't know for how long I've been working in this company, but if it was for longer than 5 minutes, it's a miracle I am still alive. Nobody here. Doesn't your chum have a secretary or anything? Hello? Anybody home? Hello? Hello?
Cornelius, what on earth are you doing here?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Wang, but you sent me a message to come to your office. I'm here to help you find your daughter.
What? Wow. I thought you were... I mean, why aren't you... and why are you calling me Mrs. Wang?
I'm sorry, I know that must sound very strange to you, but I don't know anything. I don't know you anymore. I had a bad accident that somehow messed with my memories. It's like I still remember everything I learned at school, but I don't remember going to school. I had to break into my own apartment to find out my own name.
You must be kidding me. That's one of the strangest stories I've ever heard.
Listen, I'm not making this up. You've got to believe me. I want to help you. I love her. That's one of the few things I do remember for sure. Here, I brought this document. A bunch of photos, a few greeting cards, a few notes. They all make no sense to me anymore. Could you please have a look? Maybe it will help remember me what happened.
Okay. We're family of sorts. And we both want to know where Kailong is hiding my daughter. So, let's have a look at what you've got there. Let's see. That's a photo of Yoon on her first day of school. Kailong posing with a giant fish. A copy of our wedding photo. That's a nice collection of keepsakes that you have there. Oh wait, what is that? Is that a picture of Kailong as a boy? Oh my god, I've never seen that one before. How cute. Did you know that Kailong grew up in a Buddhist temple?
It's hard to believe, considering the fierce creature he has become.
Dragons are very dominant creatures by nature. But I guess it's a lot easier to keep your violence under control when you are far away from civilization. Wait a minute. Of course. That's it. It's so obvious. Why didn't I think of this before?
What?
The temple. It's a perfect hiding place. No cameras, no ID chip scanners, maybe even no electricity. And Kailong probably even knows every rock and tree in that area. Oh, thank you, Cornelius. You gave me exactly the lead I was looking for.
Do you think this temple still exists?
I don't know. He was always rather secretive about his childhood, and he never told me exactly where it was. But look there. The ornamentation on the door behind him in the picture looks pretty unique. Let's do an image search. If it still exists, we will find it. And then we will go there and check it out.
Wait a second. Did you just say, we? Do I look like a dragon slayer to you?
Oh, Cornelius. Of course we will let the police do their job first. But imagine how devastated you will be after everything she's been through. Someone have to take care of her. And who could do this better than you? She loves you more than anybody else. And don't you also want to see her again? You two have quite a lot of catching up to do.
That's right, I guess.
Good. So, that does mean you're coming with me then?
Well...
It's now or never. And don't forget, there is a reward posted too. $250,000. Just for you and you.
Oh, what the hell? All right, I will join you then. What do I have to lose anyways?
That's the spirit. Now, I think you've earned yourself some rest. Why don't you go to the company doctor and get yourself checked out while I get everything prepared?
Thank you so much, John. I'll be on my way then. See you later.
Take care. Mrs. Lee, did you hear our conversation?
Yes, Mrs. Wan. Loud and clear.
So, what is your opinion on this? I can't decide if he's telling the truth or not. Maybe he really doesn't remember a thing, but it could also be a trap.
I don't think so. Kai Lung is not that stupid. And of all people Kai Lung could send as a spy, Cornelius is the most unlikely one. However, you should keep a very close eye on him. There's still a possibility that he knows more than he tells you.
Yes, I know. Thank you, Mrs. Lee.
Always at your service, Mrs. Wan. Long live the great Chinese Communist Party.
Long live the great unity of the Chinese people. So this is the place where Kai Lung grew up. Very nice. So quiet and peaceful. What about you, Cornelius? Don't you want to get out of the car?
You're right. It looks quiet and peaceful and all that, but knowing there's a big bad dragon hiding in there makes me feel just a little bit uneasy. If you know what I mean.
Oh, don't worry. It is safe. We're not going to go in there alone. I brought plenty of backup. Special Security Unit 1, begin Operation Goldfish. Everyone into position.
Special Security Unit 1 is awaiting your command, Mrs. Wan.
So, what do you say now, Cornelius? Still feeling uneasy?
Yes. Operation Goldfish? What does that mean? And who are these people? This isn't the police.
Now, do you want to see your girlfriend again? Or would you rather like to stay inside the car, wasting your time with silly questions?
All right, but when this is over, you will have a lot of explaining to do.
Oh. You had an accident. You're still confused. That's normal. Don't worry. Everything is going to make sense at the end. Knock on the door. Kai Lung, I know you're in there. The game is over. It is time to surrender. Somehow I knew it wasn't going to be that easy.
Wait a minute. Do you really believe that shouting demands at him is a smart thing to do? I mean, this guy is blackmailing us, isn't he?
Well, that depends on your point of view.
I don't get it. Whose point of view?
Well, that means that from my point of view, we are blackmailing him.
What?
Hey, shut up, boy. I'm running this show now. Hey, come on. I know you're listening. Come out. Oh, the boy gets it.
What the hell are you doing?
Shut the fuck up, or else.
There's nobody in here except for me.
Says who?
My name is Zhang Xigang. I'm just an old man, the last remaining to take care of the old temple.
Then step aside, old man, or it will be the last thing you'll ever see.
And you shall pass away too one day. For it is how you can quarrel.
I have a